It's like everyone gets hit once and then dies.
Yeah, no, this is just straight up a clown matchup. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they both kill each other. They both kind of shut each other's projectiles down. Ellie can just kind of missile Pomme to kill Nits, but then Pomme can like then. It's a clown fest. So we're gonna see what happens here.
Who do you think wins this matchup, or is it even?
I'd say it's probably even. I think
Yeah.
I think like some of the top Ellies think that Ellie wins, which I guess I won't strictly disagree with. But I don't know. I think that Pomme still kind of goes right back really hard.
Yeah, I mean, again, especially with air characters, you can really never count them out, like, ever.
Yeah. It's a weird thing too, where like Ellie can recover high, which kind of mitigates a lot of Pomme's really scary edge guarding. Oh my god! Don't die to that! Don't die to that! Thank you.
I would be laughing so hard if I just saw someone die to Ellie dash attack at 50% from on stage. Or kind of on stage anyway.
I mean, leave it to these lightweights, you know?
Yeah, that is true. So Pomme's just like a regular lightweight, like say Absa, right?
Same exact weight class as Absa, or like weight class as Absa, yeah. Extra
makes
light
sense.
off the top, but still like light off the sides.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Which, you know, granted against Ellie is still really scary, because all mines are going to be killing Pomme at like 50, 60.
Oh yeah, easily. Let's see Jenova using some of the hacky sack tech here. Not too much actual effect. I'm still kind of on the fence about how actually useful the mechanic is.
It's pretty useful, honestly.
I feel like its most practical use is just like having it on the ground, and then when you down tilt someone next to the mine, it just automatically sticks to them. I feel like that's the best case scenario for it a lot of the time.
That's not really best case in my opinion, but it is definitely one of the more difficult parts, is how you have like an extra way to stick to people. And that method really isn't like that inconvenient. It kind of happens.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, is like it just happens when you're attacking normally, you just get the stick for free, basically.
I
If
don't
it
know,
happens to be in the right spot.
I like that there's just more applications for ground mine, that it kind of improves her ability to make that play.
Yeah, I do like it, especially on a personal level. Oh, you're so dead.
Yeah, goodbye forever.
I do like it even as a personal level, because I'm the kind of Ellie who like pretty much always has a ground mine down. So it is nice to just have more use for it when I already have it on the ground like that.
No, I do too. Like, if I don't have mine stuck to a player, I'm finding a spot on the ground and I'm putting it there.
It's just always nice to have, and especially now that you can hit it when you want. But I definitely feel like I think just the issue right now with it is that a lot of Ellies will just kind of like hit the mine around when they're not doing anything else without any actual purpose for it. And like I do this for sure. I cannot believe that upper missed. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting case. Still a cool thing that they added though. Like no, I'm not gonna complain about them adding new tech or anything, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got a pretty even game here so far. Again.
Well, you say that, but mine is on Proto.
I wonder if that mine would have killed if Jenova didn't do that up air.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like it would have been close. Okay.
dying to dare off the side. That's a new one, I think.
Yeah, Protagify is having some interesting DI choices.
They certainly are.
But you know, it's always the super light characters that do, right? Because they're so pronounced. That's one of my favorite things about playing a heavyweight, is just that you can afford to get away with some like really bad DI out sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
But a lot of characters just don't have that ability. And wow, yeah, I feel like everyone is really bad at DIing that down strong. Isn't it just like the same as Arcane's or something very similar?
I don't know, actually.
I mean, it's definitely a hell angle, but I don't know if it's the same one or not.
They were going for the salt mine, but had too high of heat, so he's kind of gonna fall for it.
Yeah, Jenova's been whiffing a lot of these kill confirms like right at the end. There's that missile up air earlier as well. That upper would have hit pre-patch. It's really nice to be seeing more Pommes though in general, because I feel like people really need to like see more of this character so we can really like figure out if she's actually like top tier or not, because everyone seems to be confused about it now.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, I think she's as good as like Zeta and Mono. Not like top tier,
Yeah.
but still solidly high tier. But,
Yeah, like definitely upper half.
For sure. I can kind of understand people wouldn't think that, but I definitely do. Oh, goodbye. Okay, very slow.
Yeah, now they're just scooping her out of the air. Up tilt is like really, whenever you have someone who's just jumping around above you so often, you can really just throw these up tilts out so much because they're just not respecting the fact that up tilt exists. And if they don't start avoiding it, then you can just keep doing it and get kills so easily.
Yeah, not always respecting the space and got an instant death. Also, Prota in chat saying that they're getting used to DIing because they're holding down to which is actually kind of interesting because when I play Pomme, I don't know, I kind of shift to like holding jump with float, but I don't know how possible that is on the keyboard, or like how much less convenient, I guess.
Yeah, that is interesting. I have no clue how I would play Pomme if I were to try because of tap jump. I don't know how any of that would work.
I still don't know how you do it with Ellie.
Well, you just do diagonals.
Sure.
And you don't moonwalk off of flats and you cry instead.
Great, Proto, go into rock wall here, so putting their bad DI aside, they're just gonna kind of bank on Jenova having worse DI, I guess. Definitely a bold but understandable strategy.
Yeah, I mean, Jenova hasn't been, I mean, as much as Jenova's been finding these kills with these up tilts, like, he hasn't been killing early, really.
You're not really wrong there, yeah. I mean, they kind of all been, like, galaxy up airs, or up tilts.
Yeah, and I mean, even that was, like, over 100%, wasn't it?
I think so.
So, like, it's an understandable choice, because Pomme can definitely just, like, kind of wall you out with forward air off the side on rock wall. It's kind of terrifying. Yeah. And up air, too, yeah. And Ellie, like, it's kind of the same way for Ellie, but I feel like for Ellie to get these offstage kills, it's not so much walling you out, it's just getting you in the right spot from a specific setup, right? Whereas Pomme could just hit you off stage and then just start forward airing, and what are you gonna do?
Fair, just kind of consistently shutting down Vince.
Vince is still, like, just such a good, just safe option in neutral. Because Vince, like, isn't Vince, like, pretty tricky to parry? Timing's really weird, I feel like.
It's a weird timing. I mean, I'm sure it's one of those things you gotta, like, play against Pomme a bit, get used to it. I definitely still mess it up, because, like...
But the thing is, like, Pomme can also vary the time just by charging, like, a little more or a little less. Like, it's very variable, I feel like.
I mean, she can, but because Vince grabs so late, like, I find it hard because he grabs late. But then because he grabs late, you can, like, react to it pretty reliably.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it definitely is something that would get easier if you practice it a lot, but again, there's not many Pomme players, so most players probably don't have that practice.
Yeah, even Kiv, like, hasn't really been entering lately. So, it's kind of just, like, Napsky and Proto, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
But, you know, both of them are in this top 8.
Yeah, well, there you go. But still, I mean, and especially offline, you really don't see Pomme that much.
Right.
At least not at any, like, super high level. This game, once again, I mean, it's basically going the same as last time, even though Proto did SD once, but it was at a fairly high percent. I believe it was at, like, 90. But still not something you really want to see, especially when Jenova has not been pulling out these early kills at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, possibly missing a kill there because of the short hop and full hop.
Yeah, just Jenova's at too high a percent to really combo into an up air very easily right now, unless you get maybe a back air. Back air to up air might work. Oh. I'm telling you, I can't believe so many people say Super Missile is a bad move. Like, a lot of Ellie players think it's, like, Ellie's worst move. I just don't believe it. Because it can be really hard to get around in situations like that.
What would be, like, worse than it?
What would be worse than it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still hate dash attack, personally. Dash attack.
I don't disagree, but I can't really think of anything that's, like, strictly worse.
Maybe, like, forward tilt, even though I think forward tilt is pretty good, too.
Maybe? I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. People just say it's bad in general, and I don't really get that. Like, it has a decent amount of use cases. We're on Air Armada for Game 3. Prota's still just trying to find a stage where they won't SD, I guess.
Possibly, yeah. I'm not really sure. I mean, this stage is kind of more prone to SDs. I think it's really just that they're trying to take advantage of Pomme's volatility. Because they really believe in, like, pushing, you know, stuff like no field for offense more than some other comps. And, you know, these two stages are really good when it comes to using no field offensively.
That is true. I think the thought process might be because, like, they chose Rockwall last game to try and, again, take advantage of that volatility, you know, like I said, walling out with the forward airs and stuff. But I think they realized during that game that they're getting most of their kills with up air, actually. So maybe they wanted to come to Aramata and try and capitalize on vertical kills more. And Jenova goes for the signature taunt.
Yeah, little loopy-loop.
It's never truly gone. Yeah, and I mean, in general, fighting Ellie, trying to focus on vertical kills can be an extremely lucrative game plan because she dies, like, significantly earlier up top compared to every other last zone direction.
Yeah, and I think she might actually be, like, the latest or one of the latest to die off the sides. I mean, she's definitely one of the latest.
Yeah,
but...
she's the latest off the bottom by, like, a significant margin,
yeah.
and she's among the latest off the side. But she dies, like, a mid-weight off the top. And Perez getting so many of these vertical kills with these up airs.
Oh, see, there's the SD.
Oh no. Yeah, see, maybe if they had... Oh, wow. See, there's the up airs. It worked, I guess.
Well,
that was just a power play.
Yeah. That worked. That certainly worked. I'm just going into the next game, and Jenova's gonna keep with the trend of just having the set being all the volatile stages of Spirit Tree. I don't think this is an awful pick for the matchup, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know.
I really, like, I think the stage is fine for Ellie, but I don't think there's anything that specifically helps her at all, really.
Well, you know, just killing earlier, I guess.
Yeah, but, like, you can do that on a lot of stages, is the thing.
Yeah, I mean, not that she needs it, but, like, you can kill earlier. It's always that.
Ellie always needs to kill earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes it really is just, like... You know, you work so hard for that neutral win, and then you were, like, 3% too low to... get, like, a more reliable up-tilt kill or whatever. Like, I guess it'll happen a little earlier here. I don't know.
I feel like half the fun of playing Ellie is just, like, seeing how greedily early you can go for these kill setups sometimes.
You're not really wrong, though.
So as you're like, oh, maybe I can up-tilt this Raster at 20 and kill him. But Perta has a very strong start here right now. Really kind of just steamrolling Jenova for the first stock there. And that is one thing I find annoying with the new mine thing is, like, when a mine's on a low plat like that, like, you can't hit it with the first hit of down tilt anymore, but it doesn't get launched by the second hit, so it's just kind of weird. Wow, I'm kind of surprised Perta lived that up tilt with the position they were in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, burned it all.
You know, Pomme recovery is really hard. I don't know what to tell ya.
I mean, British just kind of had a lot of SDs this set.
Yeah. Tis rough. Jova's really using a lot of down tilt this game. Which,
yeah.
I mean, granted, most Ellies do use a lot of down tilt because it's an amazing move, but, like, we're seeing a lot of it compared to previous games, I feel like. I like the use of the uppie there.
Yeah. It feels like they kind of want to, like, get something from it a little too much.
Oh, wow.
Never
Not
mind.
the vertical rocket fist.
Oh, yeah. My favorite. I love vertical rocket fist.
God.
But
I think rocket fist is worse than super missile. I think, like, rocket fist's only redeeming trait is that, like, it can hit weird spots sometimes, and it can also randomly combo into things, but, like, I don't think it's good, because it's so inconsistent.
A good parry bait there from Jenova, putting Perta off stage.
But again, like, having that song field plus the platform gives you so many options as Pomme to get back on a stage, even against a character like Ellie.
That down tilt 2 hitting is a little crazy.
I can't believe Genova's trying to use Skeet in 2022.
I still use it.
I use it occasionally just like because I want to do something different, but like I feel like it's just not good. And yeah, that's the up strong. Clutch it out. 3-1. Is that 3-1 or is that 2-1?
It's 3-1.
Yeah, it's 3.
It is kind of what you were saying. Like, I mean, at those higher percents, like Proto wasn't really able to find any follow-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Made things really hard for them.
Yeah, it feels like I don't know if it might just be Proto, but I feel like Pomme does have a little bit of that Marth syndrome, where if you get past that like key kill percent or kill confirm percents, then you kind of just got to get a specific stray hit to find that kill.
I honestly am not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is speculation with this character, but who knows? But I feel like I see a few different Pomme